for the Biafra exit, the following date has been declared ghost town in Biafra land to make sure we affect no election and no electoral activity in Biafra land will be allowed on the following date. The 9th of December 2022, Biafra land will sit at home. On the 10th of December 2022, Biafra will be under lock and key. On the 11th of December 2022, Biafra land will be locked down. On the 12th of December 2022, Biafra land will be under lock and key. After that, we are going to go to market on the 13th. And on the 14th of December, Biafra land will be under lock and key. Do not blame anybody in case Nigeria state happens to you. Do not blame anybody in case anything happened to you, because the Nigeria state will not stop at nothing. The way I've shown you the picture of the way they are killing Biafra people, and for the past 1.5 years, we have been preparing you to this day that we have entered now. For the past 1 year, we have prepared you for what is to come. And this is going to be a litmus test. Every market in Biafra land, if you want to be free, if you want to have a better country where Fulani will not kill you, if you want to have a better country where the military will not come to your villages and kill you like chicken, if you want to have a better country that you are going to have electricity, hospital, good road, social amenities, that your welfare will be the one responsibility, the number one responsibility of the government.
Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon from here to you all, wherever you are, all over the nations of the world. I want to welcome you to this special broadcast this afternoon, even if it is an emergency towards the broadcast we'll be having in the evening. I want to welcome you specially. You can see that we are very, very determined and resolute on what we are doing. You can see that we are very, 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 very determined, and you can testify to that. And of course, you all know that today begins the Sit at Home program and order. It is an order, and it will be enforced. It is an order that we are not relenting on. It is an order that is certain and sure to bring results and move us into our freedom. It's an order we are not going to take lightly. It's an order that everybody must respond to, and that is why we are enforcing it. And I want to welcome you especially to this broadcast, the Sit at Home program, and I'm going to tell you some things that you need to know with the Sit at Home. Most of us have been sending messages and saying their minds and telling us what is happening in their areas and all of that. But we want to make you understand, dear friends, that you should be resolute. You should not panic. You should not be afraid. We have been able to see that the people you call elders, the people you call the people who have been in the movement for years, who beat their chest and tell you that they've been here and they've been fighting for freedom before any other person came in. It is obvious that lots of people are not part of what you are doing. Lots of people are not part of your freedom. Lots of people are against you from being free. Lots of people are determined to make sure that you are down and continue to be a slave to Fulani. Lots of people are propagating the gospel of continuing the subjugation so that Fulani foot soldiers will come to keep cutting the necks of our daughters, our wives, our brothers, our sisters, and our people. Lots of people, you can see from what is happening today, that lots of people are just there and have been ranting all this while, but are not interested in the freedom of the people of Biafra. And obviously, it is so certain and sure that we can see these things happening. And that is what I want to tell us today about what Nnamdi Kanu said and what is about to happen. Before Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned Of course, I don't need to play that. I don't want to waste time on playing that now, because I know most of us, if not every one of us, if you have not heard it before, go to the last broadcast that Nnamdi Kanu did on the 6th of June or so. And the last broadcast he did, he said something critical before he was kidnapped. He said that we are in the critical times and things are going to happen. That some of you will be bought with money, some of you will become used, and some of you who think that you actually are very important will be actually used to try to drag the movement down. But not in 1,000 years, not in 1,000,000 years, you can achieve that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied that. And what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying is actually at this time for us to understand and see the facts of the things he has said and the manifestation of the things he has said. And definitely this is the manifestation. Obviously, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said you will be exposed, and as you keep exposing, and as you keep being exposed, and you keep doing what you're doing, trying to sell and disrupt the movement of freedom of the people of God, suddenly you will be exposed, and people will think that we are going down, and they will be buffeting us from every corner, and people will be wondering what is going on, and suddenly there will be a hand of the Spirit creating another dimensional change and transformation, and suddenly the people will discover something unique will happen and the freedom will come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it is not possible to destroy the movement. It is very, very impossible. No 2,000 Buharis, masked men, Buharis, 2,000 Ohaneses, whoever they are, 2,000 Muhammad Abbas, 2,000 Chicken, Edosiem, 2,000 all these Irats and Ifrogs and all these saboteurs and Islamic people, none of them, 1,000,000 of them cannot stop the movement of the freedom of the people of Biafra. We are more than them. We are resolute. 95% and more of Biafrans are ready to be free, and definitely we are going to be free. And I want to tell you that we have just begun. I want to let you know by authority and by the order of the autopilot mode that we are in, and I will tell you categorically right here, right now, as our comrades all over the media space have been speaking, and as Mazi Simon is saying, do not panic wherever you are. We are winning the war and we are getting our freedom. They will soon see what is going to be happening. Some of them who are rejoicing, thinking that in their corners, people are not sitting at home. Oh, they are in for a shock. They are in for a shock because things will begin to happen right now. Abiodun, thank you so much for being the first person to send a message today. I appreciate you, Abiodun, my Oduduwa brother. Thank you so much for joining in this broadcast. And I know that you and the Oduduwa people are ready for freedom. You all are ready and also joining us. That is why you're here also joining us to see that we all get our freedom. Because when we get our freedom, the relationship between us, the nation of Biafra, and the nation of Oduduwa will be smoothened, will be more effective, and will be more pronounced in result-oriented programs and all of that. We are going to have a static and stational procedure that will help to enhance and build our nations in synergy. The Oduduwa nation, the other nations in the contraption, alongside the Biafra nation, they are all going to grow in synergy. That there will be a massive synergy. The only reason why we have poison in between and the bad blood in between, amongst the nations, is because of Fulani presence. And that is what we want to get rid of. As soon as we get rid of Fulani presence, we'll discover that the relationship between the nations in the contraption will be so smooth and powerful and so wonderful. I want to tell you that lots of things are happening behind the scene. Don't worry yourself, dear friends. We are going home. Don't worry yourself. We are going home. Just make sure wherever you are, you do what you are doing. And we want to tell those people who decided to try to defy the order of the sit at home, you better begin to retrace your steps, because so that you don't become a sacrifice, you don't become a victim, so that you don't become a sacrifice, a burnt sacrifice. I am telling you, those of you who have decided to be strong-headed and decided to front, we are just watching you. But let us tell you this day, don't make yourself a sacrifice. Don't make yourself a scapegoat or a scape ram. Don't make yourself a scape ram or a scapegoat or that stubbornness that is in your head. We are telling you that we are getting our freedom and nothing will stop us. 95% and plus of Biafrans are ready to go home. So if you think that your stubbornness, your ranting, your movement, and your behaviors, and calling yourself Ohanese, or calling yourself Nzama, or calling yourself whatever you call yourself, or calling yourself Mossab or whatever, and you think you can fight the cause of 95 over plus people, then you are mistaken. I want to assure you that what is coming for you is going to daze you and is going to take you unawares. We want to caution you people, those of you who are just busy trying to see that the freedom of God's people does not happen, doing everything within your little power that is inconsequential, that is inconsistent, that is not significant, doing everything in that little power that you think you are flaunting right now, thinking you are buffeting the whole process, thinking that you are jeopardizing the whole process, thinking that you are bringing prejudice, and thinking that you can become a stooge, and an empty stooge to the process of God's people being free. We want to tell you this day that you should retrace your step, or else you'll become a burnt offering. We are going to offer you as a burnt offering for our freedom. We are warning you, those of you who think that you don't know what is coming. This is the first day, right? The first day have begun. We are just beginning the march. The march has just begun. The freedom is not, we cannot miss this opportunity of our freedom. And that is what you people must know. Everyone who is out there must know this. Tell everyone, please share this broadcast. Send this message to the people. Send it on all social media platforms. Share it everywhere. Let people listen to this gospel. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had already preached this moment. If you listen to the last broadcast he made before he was extraordinary and kidnapped and then extraordinarily renditioned, you will see that he talked about the sabotaging. He talked about the massive sabotaging that people within have been contracted and have been given some stuff to actually sabotage the process and to actually destroy the whole mandate. But the truth about it is that the more they try it, the more they go down. It is not possible. They cannot stop the movement. They cannot stop the mandate. That is the truth. That is the truth. We are telling you right now, you out there, the Nzama people, the E-frogs, we don't have E-rats because they can't destroy what we're doing. The E-frogs, the Nzama, the Ohanese, the governors, so-called governors, the people who call themselves leaders but are rulers who are trying to exude power of the caliphate against God's people. We are telling you that you are too small for what we are doing. You are too small to stop the seat at home. You are too small to stop what is about to happen. You are too small to stop the freedom. Now it is exposed that the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is showing in you. Now we know those people who are against the people of God. Now we know those people who are against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now we know those people who are against the freedom of people of God. Now we know those people who are against what we are doing. Now it is obvious by the first day of this seat at home, it is very clear and obvious that we know those who have determined that they are going to sacrifice their lives to make sure that we don't get it. And that is how their lives will go and become a burnt offering, a false negative, false burnt offering for this sake. Because for you, these governors, for you, these Nzama people, and for all of you who are trying to sabotage the program, we already have identified you, and you would go down by the spirit of Biafra. You will go down because you have chosen to go down. We are not the ones. The movement and the struggle and the fight is beyond us. It's beyond the natural. It is now spiritual. You are fighting the spirit of Biafra, and just wait and see what is going to happen to you. But I want to assure all truthful Biafrans, those who are set and strong-minded, those who are determined and rugged, those who are resilient and very strong and understand the principles of the spirit, those who are in line with the purpose and the context of the spirit. I want to assure you that what is happening is going to shock the world, is going to shock the Nzama people, is going to shock the E-frogs, is going to shock the Ohaneses, the so-called Ohaneses, is going to shock the Nigeria Caliphate, is going to shock the international caliphate, is going to shock the British, is going to shock everybody who is a stakeholder in this era called Nigeria. Because we are going to shake it, we are shaking it from the foundations, and we're going to destroy it from the foundations. We're going to decimate, and we're going to destroy the fabrics of the Nigeria contraption. We are not joking. We are very resilient to our freedom. And that is what we have come to do. We can't trade our freedom for anything. We can't give our freedom for anything. We can't just imagine that we lose this opportunity. It's not possible. We can't lose this opportunity. And that is why we are telling you to make sure you're careful. Because if you find yourself in the midst of those people who are trying to do things against the will of the people, just walk away from that place, because you are about to become a victim. Let me go to the message quickly because I want to see the reaction of people. And of course, a hi from Stella Uzuka. Thank you so much, Stella. Good to have you here. We want to see your responses. Please send messages of the things happening around you and send the messages of the things that you know that are happening, and let us talk about them, because from this, oh God, let them wait. Something is about to happen. Those who think that those who think that they are laughing somewhere and saying something is not happening, just wait. Just wait what is happening, because we are setting and our program and our plans are set. We know that this kind of attitude will come up. We know because Mazi and Kanu have already said it. It is a prophetic utterance. And definitely we, of course, in that prophetic utterance, remember that we already have our side in that prophetic utterance. That prophetic utterance. The utterance is here in two ways. Mazi and Kanu, in that last broadcast, talked about those who are going to sabotage and how they will be revealed. You know, something will happen that will reveal them. And then he now talked about what is going to happen even after they are revealed. He said, not in a trillion years can you stop this. And of course, at that point in time, it reveals that what we are doing is going to defeat every one of them. So let's just observe it. I'm so excited about the moment, and I'm so excited that this day has come. We have 5 days to go, and this is going to change the course of the whole concept of what the zoo and their agents think. This is going to transform the minds of the people and make the people know that yes, this is not a joke. If it is a joke, would they have been making noise? Would they come with their false narratives that Mazi and Kanu said? When Mazi and Kanu is still alive, they cannot bring him out to talk. They're coming to tell us he said this, he said that, but they are keeping him somewhere. If he truly said it, the best way to convince us is to bring him to say it. That is the best way to convince us, not to keep him somewhere where he's incommunicado and you come out to tell us he is saying this. How do we, when he's still alive? When you can't even do anything to him, he is alive. So the truth about it is that he is alive, and you are coming to tell us what he is saying when he could tell us what he's saying and convince us better. That tells us that you're a liar, you're a bloody liar, and you are a stooge to the Fulanis. That tells us who you are working for. And that is what Mazi and Kanu talked about. And that's the prophecy that is happening now. You are one of the evil that is in Biafra land, and Biafra land will swallow you. Biafra land will swallow you. I tell you, I promise you that. It's not a curse. Biafra land will swallow you. Everyone who have decided to speak against the will of the people and speak and say what Mazi and Kanu didn't say, telling the people what Mazi and Kanu didn't say, and going around telling people that sit at home have been cancelled. Oh my God, what is going to come to you is going to be massive, and it's going to be so massive you will never recover from it. Chukwebuka says, good afternoon, Machineke. The battle is on. Yes, my brother, the battle is on and it's raging. The battle is raging, and the camp of the enemy is being decimated. The camp of the enemy is shaking. The fabrics of the camp, the fabrics of the foundation of the camp is shaking. And I tell you that it will crumble, it will crash, it will be a huge downfall. It will crash. The caliphate will see. Oh my God, the caliphate will crumble, and it will be shocking. It will be very shocking. Samuel Chuku Debelu says, okay, yes, correct. It says, good day, sir. Thank you so much, Chukwude. And Samuel, thank you so much for that message, and thank you. I believe that you are strong and resolute where you are. Onyinye Chief Flux says, good day, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, Onyinye Chi. Thank you so much for your message. No going back. We are here to get our nations, whether the devil and their agents like it or not. We are not going to back down. We are not compromising. We are resolute. We are not negotiating. The time for negotiations is over. We are not negotiating. If you want to negotiate now, the time is to, unless you talk about referendum, then we can now say, okay, let's talk. And we're going to be holding our guns by our side. As we hold our guns by our side, we'll be negotiating with you. We are not going to disarm to negotiate. We are going to hold our arms and to the teeth. We are going to be armed to the teeth as we are already being armed. We are going to be armed to the teeth, and we are going to sit with you with our guns on our table, by our side, not even on the table, but by our side, and our hands standing strong and waiting for any action. If along the line of the negotiations you want to play funny, we decimate you. That is the program, because that is what you have been doing to our people, and that is the program. So if you want to discuss referendum, now that you have the time, you better discuss it now. We are telling the Nigeria agents, we are telling Britain, we are telling the Caliphate, we are telling their agents all over the nations of the world, where they are, the Arab world, wherever they are, that have said that Africa will become an Arab nation, and the Muslim nation using the Fulanis, and that are saying that Nigeria belongs to them. That name Nigeria, we are not Nigerians, so we don't belong to you. You said Nigeria belongs to you. Take the name and look for your side. Go to the Sahel, go to the Fitajalon, and call that place Nigeria. You can take that name. Nigeria belongs to you, but we are not Nigerians. If you want us to talk, let's talk peaceful now, and just we're going to hold our guns. We're telling you we're going to hold our guns by our side as we talk, and we cock it. We're not going to keep it down. We're cocking it and ready. And as we discuss on our terms. You're not going to discuss on your term. The last time we discussed on your term, which Ojukwu did, and discussed on your term in Ebri in Ghana, and discussed on your term, which is basically going to favor everybody, that has to do with autonomy and all of that, and regional governance and all of that, restructuring. You refused that term. That was your term, and we discussed it. You refused. But this time around, we're going to discuss on our term, and our term is referendum. If you don't believe in referendum, and if you're not ready for referendum, then you want us to go the next level, and that is the next level we're going. So if you think that you want to talk, we are going to talk on our term. That is referendum. Referendum on nothing. We are not. There's nothing else to talk about. We are not talking about retaining Nigeria, because we can't retain what is not ours. It is a stolen property. It's going to be a stolen property when we retain that, because it doesn't belong to us. We can't retain what they are forcing to give us. We don't want that gift, for God's sake. It is not the kind of gift we want. Nigeria is not a gift. Nigeria is a time bomb. Nigeria is a destructive stuff. So we cannot accept that fact of Nigeria, but we can negotiate on the terms of Nigeria. We're going to negotiate on the terms of Biafra, and on the terms of Oduduwa, on the terms of the nations that are already trapped in the contraption. That is the negotiations on the table. So now that you have the time, these people have been talking to you, people have been telling you, talk about restructuring, talk about a referendum and all of that. You are refusing. When they were talking about restructuring, you came on the premise 8 years ago, according to the late Buhari, that you are going to restructure. When he was saying that we're going to restructure, and you came into power, you stopped talking about restructuring. Now the issue is that these devious people are still coming and using dicey words and of course cunning words to tell us to believe that they are coming to restructure again. We have passed that level. We are smarter than you. We are smarter than your precepts and your concept and your tricks. We have the finest intelligent people in the world. So you can't come and trick us with trivial details like this. You can't keep tricking us with all this childish stuff. We are finer in wisdom. We are smarter and more intelligent. So if you think you can come with this trick of restructuring and all of that, we are not there for that ball. We are playing the ball of referendum, and that is what is going to stop us. You release Mazi and Kanu, conduct referendum now, and then we now stop. We are going to hold the gun until we finish the referendum, and until we conduct that peaceful division. We are still going to hold our gun throughout the process, because we gave you time when we were not carrying the gun, when the dragon flag had not been lifted. We gave you time to do all of that without the guns. We weren't holding guns, but now you started shooting us, killing us, and all of that, cutting our necks and all of that, and coming to support the Fulanis, of course, which you are promoting and all of that. That's your program to kill us. We were not with guns. We were with only flags. We were holding only Biafra flags. You killed us. Now we have the guns. We're going to hold the guns until if you want that referendum, we conduct the referendum, and after the referendum, we conduct the ceremony that will peacefully part everybody. After this ceremony, then we will take our arms, still holding our arms, and the people who are holding their arms will become our soldiers. And then you go with your Nigeria. That is the program. Any other thing is not possible. So what we are doing through this sit at home, we are sending this message, and that is what Mazi Nnamdi said in the last message. He said Biafra is the only solution. And Biafra is the reason why the dragon flag had been lifted. And he said that dragon flag will not go down until Biafra comes. So, but Mazi Nnamdi said that lots of you are in the system would be bought over. In that last message, did you hear it? Go and listen to it now. Listen to it and watch what is happening right now. Lots of you will be bought over, but whatever you do, if you like, sell and buy over, let them buy you over and let them give you all the monies. You will not stop. In a trailing years, you can't stop what is going to happen. That is what is happening now. You can see the people that have been bought over. Obviously, we can see it now. You can see the people who are doing everything to stop this sit at home. Those are the enemies of you and I. Those are the enemies of you and I. Those are the enemies of you and I. We are going to take care of them one after the other. These are the enemies of you and I. We are going to take care of them one after the other. The spirit of Biafra is already unleashed. The dragon has been unleashed. And when the dragon is unleashed, you can't hold it. Go and read Job chapter 41. Job chapter 41, you see the Leviathan Job chapter 1 from verse 41, Job chapter 41 from verse 1 to 5, you will see the description of the Leviathan. It's a dragon. You can't tame it. When you allow it to be unleashed, when you allow the little puppy, according to that Ngila, Prophet Ngila, when that puppy grows and becomes a monster, based on what you gave it as a mirror to look at, you can't tame it, and that's what has happened. You have unleashed for capturing Mazi and Nnamdi, you have unleashed dragons. Sabotage is the master dragon. We are the fellow dragons. We are the fellow dragons, because dragons are not alone. They have, a club, and we are the dragons. You think you have captured Mazi and Nnamdi, you have done the biggest mistake. You think Ejiofor and Co. You think you have sold him, all those your security meetings, you have sold him and you want to kill him. You can't kill him in the first place. 2, you think you can stop the movement and all of this stuff. Soludo came and said they have got and they have repented and all of that. Which people have repented? Do you know those who are in Biafra struggle? Do you know those who are in the fight? The true people, you have not even seen them. And these are the people, we are all out. So you can't give us anything for the sake of our freedom. We understand what freedom means. We cannot be too gifted, too talented, and too strong, and too spiritual, and too connected to God, and understand the program of God for our lives to be subject to Fulanis. We are not inferior. So for those of you who have submitted to Fulanis and think that you can, all these so-called governors and all of that, and all these Zama people and all these frogs, you think that your actions and everything you are doing, you're better, the better life that you have, or the better things that can happen to you, the better thing that can happen to you is to stay under Fulani. Then we are going to send you there. You are going to, that is where, as soon as we get out of Biafra, we finish the concept of Biafra in the next 87 days. We are going to move you. You're going to go there and stay. You're going to go to the Fulanis and stay, because that is your level. For cattle rearers to keep controlling you, that is your level. But we are too smart. We can't continue like that. We can't be under cattle rearers, for God's sake. How? We can't. It's not possible. So there's nothing you can do to make us sell our freedom. We don't go for money. Money is not the issue. We have what it takes to build money, to make money. So it is not Fulani to give us money, steal our products, steal our resources, and then give us stipends. Give us the crumbs, steal our resources, bank in foreign banks in Switzerland, in US, and in UAE and everywhere, build hotels and everything everywhere. Of course, what they know to build is hotel and build houses where they can't live in. That's all they can do. Steal the resources, my resources, your resources, the resources that belong to Biafra, then take it away, steal it, and then give some saboteur stipends, and they will be worshiping these people. You have a house, people came, sack you from the house, give you the gateman's position, say go and stay in the gateman position. You start there guarding the house on their behalf. When the house belongs to you, it's not possible now. We are smarter than that. We're not stupid. We're smarter than that. So when you're floating, you're on the right track. No going back. We are here to get our nations, whether the devil and their agents like it or not. Whether they like, you see, their position is not important to us. Whatever they think is not important to us. Whatever they think, whatever they can imagine and insinuate is not important to us. What is important to us is that freedom. That is the target. Our cause is freedom. What's the meaning of this nonsense? We are out for freedom. That is what we are out for. We are out for freedom. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters, because it's a dangerous precedent have been set. Dangerous precedents have been set by Usman Danfodio, by Tafawa Balewa, and all these people, even to the point of the last late Buhari. The precedents have been set. We know what is coming. We are intelligent. We are smart. We know what is happening. So we have set the template to actually stop what they're about to do and get our freedom. So we can have a peaceful environment, peaceful nation to do what we need to do. The gifts that Chukwukike has given to us to establish the nation that he has given to us, just like the nation of Israel is doing fine today. I am telling you, we have more to do better than the nation of Israel, even if we are part of the nation. We have more to do that better than the nation of Israel that is in the Middle East. The nation of Israel that is Biafra land can do more. Don't know, just know it. So we cannot trade that. We understand it is not after we are dead. We're not going to leave it to the next generation. In our lifetime, we're going to get that freedom. The angels on ground are doing the needful, hoisting our flags everywhere. All hail, must hail Biafra. Thank you so much, my brother Ugude. Thank you so much for that. They are hosting the flags. They're hoisting the flags. Nothing can stop them. See, Oh my God, the spirit is in control. Kelechi Oduduwa says, good afternoon, Mazi Kelechi. Please, our people need to be put to submission by force. MNK did it now, will not be the first. Don't worry, my brother. They don't know what is coming, and that is why I told the people, you know, I when I started, I talked about the prophecy of Mazi Kanu. He said, many of you will be bought over. Many of you, including the people who are not even expected, that nobody will expect. But you would think that some of you will begin to think that because these people have been bought over, you have been buffeted here and there, and suddenly something happens. He said, not in a trillion years. You can't stop what is coming. And what is coming, it is good. Let them, just let them, let them, and let them just let those ones who think that they are stubborn continue. They will see something. This is from day one. We just began. This just began. The day has not ended yet. Don't worry, my brother. It's not everything will come on social media to talk about, but we know what is coming, and they should be prepared to know what is about to happen. I have seen the boss, the angels on ground, have used as a burnt offering, and that's it. That's little, my brother. So more offerings are going to happen. That's why I say those ones who have become heady and want to start moving around on the day of sit at home and want to prove that they are heady, let them prepare themselves to become burnt offerings too. It is not even us that we even use them for burnt offerings. It is still the same people they are trying to side. It is still the same Nigeria that will use them for burnt offering, and that is what the spirit of Biafra will do. It's not us. We are not the ones to do that. The enemy, when things want to happen, it is still the enemy that carries out the evil. He pushes you into it, and he's the one who brings the destruction on you. So the truth about it is that the burnt offering that is about to happen to these humans is going to come from the same enemies, the same Nigeria agents, the same Nzama people. Machineke Ebere Emebo, thank you so much. Machineke, thank you so much, my dear one. Thank you so much, Ebere. Thank you. Yellow Fox says good afternoon. Machineke, thank you so much, Yellow Fox. Good afternoon from here too. I guess you're enjoying the day and the weather of freedom. We are in the weather of freedom. We are feeling the effect. We are feeling it. I can feel it in my spirit, my soul, my body. In every part of me, I can feel freedom. I tell you, I can feel freedom. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what they are thinking, they're doing. It doesn't matter how they are fighting. It is good for them to fight. If they don't fight dirty this way, how are we going to talk about victory? We need them to fight with all their might for us to tell them that we are stronger by defeating them. It is when we defeat them now, it is well pronounced that these people are strong. How do you talk about strength? It's just like when you want to fight, you are going to, just like America wants to fight now. America goes to fight Togo. It doesn't show the strength of America because Togo is not as strong as. So defeating Togo, nobody will take it as victory. It will be like intimidation and all of that. But when you go to fight Russia, for instance, America goes to fight Russia or China, then you can talk about strength. That's why, because the two sides are strong. So you begin to see the exuding of strength in a dimension. This one bring their most powerful. This one bring their most powerful. The winner now, you say, wow, this one is very strong. That is when you talk about real strength. It's the same thing that's happening now. The governors, the Ohanezes, the Mossad, the Fulani Caliphate, their stooges and their branches, the British and their stooges and their branches, all of these people now have come all out. Do you hear on CNN or on BBC about the sit at home or about what we're doing? But they are talking about, they are interviewing Tinubu. That is what they are doing. They are talking about the election coming, but yet they are not talking about the things we're doing. What does that tell you? The fight is coming from everywhere, and you will see how we're going to defeat them all, and that will be an evidence of the strength that we have. So we need them to unleash all their strength. What happened when Israel was in Egypt? Pharaoh had to bring the best magicians who are around him and everybody who is so strong and powerful to perform miracles and do the same thing that Moses was doing. And anytime he did that, his men are defeated. His magicians are defeated. They are continually defeated, and yet they persisted. They never stopped. When he brought and threw his rod on the ground, he turned to a snake. Pharaoh said, "What is this? Well, I have my men. They can do all of this. What is this here? You are too small. Who are you, Moses? You are too small. This snake, you turned rod to snake. My people can. But hey, where are the magicians? Please come and show him what we have." And they came and threw all their rods, on the floor or on the ground and all of that. And suddenly, this rod of Moses swallowed every one of them. Moses picked the rod, and it was still one rod, not fat, not bigger than how it used to be, the same size and everything, miraculously. So, which means we will defeat them, and we are not going to lose our shape. We'll defeat them, yet we're going to stay strong, and we're not going to be exhausted. The same way Moses' rod swallowed all the snakes and didn't lose its size, became rod as it is normal, as it was previously, without losing shape and all of that. The same way we're going to defeat all of these people without losing shape, without getting exhausted, without losing balance, without losing our strength. We will still be gidigba. We are still going to go stand kankwe according to Obasanjo. We are going to still be kankwe. That is the secret. So we will gather all their powers. They will unleash these powers they are unleashing now. They are displaying everywhere. We are going to gather all these powers, and the powers will become part of our power, and we are still going to be strong and firm. We're not going to lose shape. Nothing extra, nothing else will happen. We are going to be firm, and that is what is going to happen. When Moses turned the Nile, the river Nile, to blood, they came there. They couldn't stop it. And they begged him to turn it back. When Moses released them flies, they also released flies. Everywhere became commotion. The same thing they are doing. The same thing they are doing. When we talk about sit at home, they bring their men out to do some stuff, to do some stunts, cause more commotion, and that they are the ones, they are the ones it's hitting out. In the end, Pharaoh died. Pharaoh and all his strong men died in the Red Sea. The Red Sea is already open. It's waiting to swallow them. That is why they are doing all of these things. They have to run, they have to do all of these things because the Red Sea will swallow them. Princess E says, good PM brother, is our Oduduwa brothers joining us today? No, they are not joining us, but definitely we are working together. They are not joining us, my sister, Princess E, they are not joining us. We are moved. We are not moved, Mazi Kelechi. I think that's what you intend to say, Margaret Chogwe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we are not at all. Tina Martins will say, good day, my people. Tina, good to have you here. And of course, Tina will say, what is the update? The update is that they are going to hear from us soon. We have started. And as we have started, we have observed the few hours that have passed and see how the people are responding and all of that. Now the program begins in a short while. As we talk now, lots of things are going on the ground. They will hear from us. And very well. That's why we're telling our people, don't make yourself a burnt sacrifice. Because by the time the spirit begins to come stronger on the whole process and to enforce the sit at home, the devil will unleash its power on those people who have decided to disobey. That is the agents of darkness, the agents of the caliphate will unleash their anger on the people who have decided to disobey, because they want to tarnish the image of the people who are doing the right thing. And so in the end, those ones who have decided to be ignorant and decide to be heady become the burnt sacrifice or the scape ram. I don't call them even scapegoat, the scape ram or the scape wolf. Those people who think that they are too stubborn, the scape ram, they now get into trouble. They can do what they like. We still stand for no election in Biafra land. Period. Margaret Jogwe, we're not going back on that. We are standing. Adazayan says, good afternoon, Bro Kelechi. Good afternoon, man. Thank you so much for joining. We are not going back. We said Charity John. Good evening, sir. Charity, good evening to you also. And good to have you from here. No going back, never. Thank you. This is the spirit that we want in Biafrans. You see, when you see rugged people that the spirit of Biafra has possessed, we know what is good. We know how the spirit works. That is why nothing they will do can actually turn the time and the tide of our lives and our minds and the emotional disposition that we carry right now, especially towards the cause of our freedom. Margaret Jogwe says this is the evidence that DOS is working for the Igbo politicians, but they have forgotten that Mazi Kanu will come one day. They have forgotten that Mazi Kanu even prophesied it and didn't know that this is how they will be exposed. You can see how they are fighting the right cause. They are fighting the people who are on the right course. That's what I mean. They are fighting the people who are on the right course. They are fighting the cause that is right, fighting against the cause, fighting against the right cause. So you can see how they have been exposed. The prophecies of Mazi Kanu are too strong. His words are so powerful. 100%, like he was telling the other people, if you have seen anybody who have prophesied and 100%, like I say, show me that person. Nobody. You know why? He is in tandem with the spirit. In tandem with the spirit. Consistently in tandem with the spirit. That's why whatever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says comes to pass as it is prophesied. As it is prophesied. Ahaya says, now I understand why MNK said the Biafra will be the last miracle on earth, but at last Biafra will come. That's, you see, do you know why it's going to be a miracle? Because the things that are going to happen will seem like it will stop it. The things that the enemies within, because it is the enemies within that gives strength to the enemies without. The things that the enemies within will do, which they are doing right now, you can obviously see in your eyes, will make it seem like, wow, since this battle, we're losing it. See what is going on. Oh my God, you start jittering. You know why? That is when the miracle shows up. Because out of that situation you think is not possible, something just happens. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in the last broadcast he made. And this is the evidence coming. I'm so delighted. You know why I'm delighted? Because the prophecy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just playing out right now. Playing out so strongly. Greetings, Mazi Kelechi. Evermart, thank you. I guess you are strong and firm and ready for freedom to get back to Biafra land. Ola Matthew John, Ola, good to have you. I guess you are Oduduwa, Ola. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you, Ola. Good to have you. We are going into our freedom together. Uzamaka Nicholas says, good afternoon, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, Uzamaka. Good to have you here. Good to have you all here. It's so exciting to know that Biafrans are resolute. Right on, watching Kike Abiyama got your back. Thank you so much, Mwapa Mitchell. Thank you. Thank you. I say said to that. And of course, thank you for standing strong too with the cause of freedom. Uche Chinedu says, good afternoon, sir. BNG Uche Chineke. Good to have you, Uche Chineke. This is it. This is it. Uche Chineke. Thank you so much for that. It's so clear. Ahaya says, enough that some people are compromised and a lot have been bought. And there are many mountains to overcome. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, many mountains. Oh my God! But at the end of the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of heaven will be restored on earth. In the end, the kingdom of God will be restored. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so many mountains to climb, but he said that those mountains cannot deter or stop what we are doing. It's either Biafra or Biafra. Thank you so much, Adazayam. It is either Biafra or Biafra. Nothing else matters. We are giving them the room in the issue of every accord, which they killed over 5 million of us because of that accord, and have killed over 6 million up to now because of that every accord that was made in Ghana for restructuring. We were not holding arms. They came and killed us. We declared our nation for refusing to respond to the agreement. They killed us, and now they think it's going to be like before. Like how they got it to their favor before. Sorry for them. Sorry for the Nzama people. Sorry for the E-frogs. Sorry for all their agents. Sorry for you all. We pity you all. You don't know what is coming. Question Joel says, Question sounds like a Ghana name. We must stand on what we believe. Biafra is Question or Kwesi. Is it Kwesi? We must stand on what we believe. Biafra is all we have. Let us not allow anybody to take it away from us. Thank you so much for this aspect that you have brought it in. When you have something that is your last, you don't allow it to be taken away from you like that. You don't allow death to take what belongs to you. Let's say you have a child, just one child, and you're struggling with it. You will look for a way to make sure that child is treated, because you will not want death to take that child from you. We will do everything to guard against anything that wants to take our freedom from us. That is the only thing we have, because the only way we can individually thrive in our endeavors is to have a sovereign nation where we can expressively put out everything we have to make sure we build what is ours collectively. You cannot put out everything you have in America. If you live in America for 20 years, give back to your children over there. You cannot put in everything you have. You know why? It is not yours. You can think you might be given a citizenship. It's not like your land. It is not possible. The only place you can do everything the way you're supposed to do it is in your land. That is why you must make sure you don't lose it, because your land is an evidence of your sovereignty. The land is the source of life. Everything in life comes out from the ground. When you don't have a ground, you don't have a source of life. When you don't have a earth that belongs to you and a part of the earth that belongs to you, you don't have a source of life. Life, including grass, including humans, including animals, everything came out of the ground. The crude oil and everything is coming out of the ground. Everything, including the glass you have and everything, the rubber, everything we do comes from the ground. If you don't have a territorial boundary that is of the ground that belong to you, you don't have a source. Because Chukwokike used the ground as a connection to bring in life on earth. And so our territory, we must get sovereign. A sovereign territory that is ours. Then we know we have a connection to life. Wisdom, Chibike says, good afternoon, Mazi Kelechi. Our people here are very stubborn and are only laughing at them because, and I'm only laughing at them because they allow themselves to be manipulated and confused because they want to. They are selfish and evil. It is good for them. You see, Mazi Nnamdi talks about the mountains to climb. So it is good. Let them, just leave them to laugh. The program has not ended and they are laughing. The program of the sit at home has not even ended. They are laughing. That's how stupid people can be. Counting their chicks before the eggs are hatched. That's how stupid they can be. You see, evil knows how to blindfold others. Evil blindfolds, especially when people are ignorant and are walking with evil. They're blindfolded. Without the wind blowing, chicken's backside will not be exposed. So when breeze blows, chicken yash will open. Enemies of Biafra are revealing themselves. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied. Biafra or nothing. Pero, thank you so much. Biafra or nothing. Thank you so much, Mr. Atazan, for that. Only the counsel of God stands. Biafra is the counsel of God. That's it, Atazan. Thank you so much for that. Only the counsel of God stands. Nobody can stop it. No, you, as long as you are created. Because what has established it is not created. The power that has established the principles and the dictates of the nation of Biafra and the people of God, Biafra, is not the power that is created. So nothing created can stop it. Onka Tony says, good afternoon, Mazi Kelechi. All hail Biafra, sit at home continues. Yes, my brother, it continues without wavering, without backing down, without compromise. Joseph O says, all hail Biafra. That is it. That's the spirit. We keep hailing Biafra because Biafra in the end will come. Biafra in the end will come. Sabotage as much as you like, you will only go down because you're a saboteur. But in the end, Biafra will come. Joseph O says, may God bless you, Mazi Kelechi. You are doing well. Thank you so much, Joseph O. Thank you very much. As I said, I watched on Head Bridge just now and see how people are trekking because all the vehicles are trapped down. No movement of cars and trucks, and people are foolishly suffering for nothing. They are all in the area, and they don't want to sit at home. They don't want to sit at home. They are trekking. Don't worry, they're going to hear. Since they don't want them to listen, they're going to hear. We're going to make them listen. It's going to be enforced, and massively so. And Obelo Josh says, those fighting against our liberation are those against our leader and our freedom. We must be ashamed. Sit at home. Shall be obeyed. Thank you for that word. Shall be obeyed. Thank you so much, my brother, for that word. Kevin says, good afternoon, Casey. Those who claim they want freedom are happy that some people did not stay at home. Oh, Lord have mercy. The irony is so devastating. You begin to wonder what is going on. Augustine says, Mazi Kelechi, God bless you. Biafra must be restored no matter the gang up. Keep doing what you're doing. Yes, my brother Augustine, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Azubike Felix says, Mazi Kelechi, right on, we have won the in-house enemies and the zoo and the cohorts. Yes, we have won, and that's why they have been exposed. As soon as we win them, they expose themselves. Because at the point of winning them, we actually override them spiritually and we control them spiritually and we make them come out to blab and expose themselves without them even knowing they're exposing themselves. So as much as we have won, they are still coming out to blab. Chidix says, good afternoon, Mazi Kelechi. Thank you so much, Chidix. Good afternoon from here too. message. You're going to no election in Biafra land, period. We stand for this 100%. Nothing shakes, nothing waves, and all of that. Ego when we says good afternoon, brother Kelechi. Thank you so much for joining. Ego, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Shalom, shalom, everyone. Aluta continua. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Obris Dishes, for that, bringing us back to the days of campus. Thank you so much. Their stupidity is beyond belief. Honestly, that's it's something else. It is something that when you see people stupid, I mean, what slavery has done to the brains of the people is so shocking. You know that you people want to well said, Mazi. The Fulanis understand the value, the importance of land, but they cannot take Biafra land no matter what they do. Thank you so much, Azubike, for understanding that, because they know the importance of land. That's why they're coming for our land, and we can't allow them. How these people can take care of themselves, only God knows. Honestly, it's shocking, and I want to tell you that it is going to end in praise, not the one of his Jofo, but the real fact of praise. I want to appreciate you all for joining, actually, and I want to let you know that the Autopilot Media team will be coming up by 3:30 Biafra time, and we are going to be talking. And at the same time, remember, by 5 p.m. Biafra time, also the program, the Alliance, we're going to be having the Oduduwa people join forces with us. We're going to have Dr. Ngozi Rabweze here. We're going to have Prince Ezem Ihanacho, and we're going to have also our brother from Oduduwa World. And if somebody join us from Oduduwa too can join us, we're still trying to see if that will be concluded. But I want to tell you that we have the team coming up by 5 p.m. time on this platform, Biafra Global Network, and after that is after the joint broadcast of the media and team, which comes by 3:30, and of course by 5 p.m. the studio here will be opened, and we'll continue doing what we're doing from here. So God bless you all. I want to say keep fit and just keep your fingers crossed and keep doing what you have to do. Keep preaching the gospel to those who don't want to listen, because we don't want them to become victims. So we want to help them to understand what they need to understand, so that they don't become victims of themselves and victims of the people they are trying to protect. The Nigeria they are trying to protect will now happen to them, because Nigeria should not be a thing that should happen to anybody, because Nigeria is not a good thing to happen, because it's actually not. It's not real. It's a farce. It's a mirage. Nigeria is a mirage. So we don't want mirage to become the life of anybody. Because when you become a mirage, you go into dissuatude. You just go into thin air. You just disappear when you're in mirage. Because when you look at if you look at the highway, you see the tarred road. When you're going, you see from when the sun, especially when the sun is heavy, you see in front of you, you see as if water is on the road, and then the vehicle gets closer and closer. You discover that nothing is there. You still see that same thing like water in front. As you keep going, it's moving forward. That's what a mirage is. That is what Nigeria is. You think it's there, and you think you want to get there. Those of you who are opposing, we must get it right. We must get it right. And let's vote Obi now. It will happen. It's going to work. You think you see a mirage. As you move forward, you discover that thing you think you are going to get is still, you see things in front, but that thing is not there. It's not actually there. You're just seeing a mirage. You're just seeing something coming up there because of the sun, the reflection of the sun, and you think it is something that is evidently clear. It is not. You're just seeing it, and then the more you move further, the more you say the next 4 years of Peter Obi, or the next 4 years of Atiku, or the next 4 years of this Tinubu will bring a better Nigeria. We have to work together to make it. And before you know it, 4 years passes. You now see the thing in front again. You say, oh no, it's in front. Let's do the next. Let's vote somebody else this time. Let's go forward. Let's go. This time around, we want somebody who is truly a Southeast. He's truly a Southeast candidate. Who is and all of that. You keep going forward. Before you know it, you die and go for nothing. You die not seeing anything, because it is not actually there. It's exposed those who are very confused. They are not aware of what is to come. This day one, day two will shock them. Thank you so much, Mogolo Josh. That is it. To shock them. They don't know what is coming. Day two will shock them. That is what is about to happen. So the mirage called Nigeria is actually deceiving them, their minds, and they think that it is there, but it's not there. God bless you, bro. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the message. Thank you so much, all. We'll see you again. I'll see you later. So that we can have, please click on the like button and also share this broadcast so that people can hear this message. Share it on all your social media platforms, and at the same time, subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you so much, all. I love you all, and God bless you. We're going to read the last message I'm seeing here now from Duru. It says Igbo elders have sent themselves on exile right in front of everyone. Now they know who called the shots. What is the code? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. They know who called the shot. That's the truth. Abraham, thank you. Good. Thank you so much. Good to have you here, Abraham. Good to have you. Thank you so much, all, and let's continue and be steadfast.
In preparation for the Biafra exit, the following date has been declared ghost town in Biafra land, to make sure we affect no election and no electoral activity in Biafra land will be allowed on the following date. The 9th of December 2022, Biafra land will sit at home. On the 10th of December 2022, Biafra will be under lock and key. On the 11th of December 2022, Biafra land will be locked down. On the 12th of December 2022, Biafra land will be under lock and key. After that, we are going to go to market on the 13th. And on the 14th of December, Biafra land will be under lock and key. Do not blame anybody in case Nigeria state happens to you. Do not blame anybody in case anything happens to you, because the Nigeria state will not stop at nothing. The way I've shown you the picture of the way they are killing Biafra people, and for the past 1.5 years, we have been preparing you to this day that we have entered now. For the past 1 year, we have prepared you for what is to come. And this is going to be a litmus test. Every market in Biafra land, if you want to be free, if you want to have a better country where Fulani will not kill you, if you want to have a better country where the military will not come to your villages and kill you like chicken, if you want to have a better country that you are going to have electricity, hospital,